welcome back to another video. This is part 2 of our Catalina Island camping trip, our first camping trip of the year actually. Finally got the boat back and running, so we decided to send it out to Catalina Island. It was a very successful first trip, kind of like a shakedown trip on the boat where we scored some of the fish we were targeting and just had some fun fishing all around. So stay tuned for this one. These big calico fight pretty good. All right, just repositioned out a little deeper. First fish on the new spot, and that's another big keeper size calico. That one's on the sardines. So right now we have a leadhead squid out on this side, and then we have Ben with his dropper loop squid down in the water column, and then we're just fly lining sardines back. Seeing what gets bit first. The keeper size one, I think. Oh. Got bit on squid. All right, we're picking away. Oh, picking away at the calicos. Let's see that one. Nice. Just feels good to be back on the boat and at the island, that's for sure. Oh, Melissa.
So good.
You got a calico? Alright, so it'll surface iron calico. The conditions aren't very good for game fish right now. The current's kind of going out and uphill, so we got wind against current. So we're just kind of playing around with calico, waiting for the conditions to kind of line up and hopefully get in some game fish. Alright, Melissa's on the board.
Oh! Did you see the sea lion?
Did he come to try to get it? Still only calico, but the water conditions are looking better. We got some more current. Oh, he's gone. All right, bye.
Sorry.
Good. Don't force it. Let's go. Oh, I wish we had a freaking... I got dead sardines I could throw. Down there for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that thing got hit fast.
Oh, sardine. There we go, baby. Oh. Dude, no way. That is not what I was expecting at all.
God.
Dude. Look at that.
Where
the
the
dropper loop? So so sick. Look at that mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, dang. Holy crap. Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know if it's a yellow. A yellow would still be fighting. Like,
dude,
what
the way
hell?
that thing ran though, I was like, oh.
Yeah. No way. We must be just yeah, we are just kind of just off it.
Guess send that to Ethan.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go, baby. What? That's sick.
Alright, arm's getting tired.
Hold on. What? So sick. Dude, big ol' halibut. Wait, you wanna, I got a scale, do you wanna weigh him?
Yeah, actually.
Let's weigh him. All right, so that is not what we were expecting. Absolutely beautiful halibut. Probably, it's gotta be what, 18, 20 pounds?
Probably.
Big ol' halibut, been dropped down the dropper loop on the sardine. We've been fishing for sea bass and yellowtail, but we kind of swung the current switch, so we swung off the actual like reef slash kelp, so we were kind of in the sand. So that halibut was probably sitting right in one of those little sandy spots right there. That's so.
Stop. Stop.
Touch it.
Freaking, I mean, I did, but its mouth, it's insane.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, and also we had a calico get eaten when we released it by a sea lion, and then a bald eagle flew down and grabbed the calico from the sea lion. Obviously didn't get that on video, but no, it was pretty cool for the 4th of July weekend, baby. You.
Dude. Got him. Okay, up. Yeah. Good shot.
I mean, we're on a rocking boat, so it's going from 19 to 21. So let's say that's a 20 pounder. 20-pound halibut. Oh, freaking dang.
It's like the one.
That's awesome, dude. Congrats. Was it? Was it like this big?
Definitely couldn't get it every time I touched it.
All right, well. 20 pounds.
20 pounds of freaking
California halibut at Catalina Island. Nicely done, man. What size are these? Look at all the bait with the scales. All right, so we finally made it back. Not a bad crossing, honestly. The conditions were forecasted to be a lot worse than they were. We did troll for like 4 hours for bluefin with the spreader bar and a couple other things trying to get a bite, and we saw a couple of spots of tuna pop up. We were able to cast on one little foamer, but they were up and down so fast that we just didn't get a chance at them, and there's tons of boats around, so hopefully some guys out there caught them. But yeah, we were just kind of beat up and tired, so we came back, cleaning up the boat now, and we got the fish to clean right here. All right, so we do have our fresh dead squid that we bought. Packaged them. I washed those out, tried to get as much of the ink out as I could so we can reuse these at a later time. We're gonna freeze those, so we'll have some fresh frozen squid. Boom. The big halibut. Sick. We got nice like 12-pound yellowtail. And then that one calico. We did keep the one calico because it ate that sardine super deep and was bleeding out, so he wasn't gonna make it, but we'll cut those up for you real quick. Fantastic. And we got this big, beautiful halibut that Ben caught. Honestly, this thing is pretty crazy. Look how thick that is. Like, that's a big halibut, man. You can tell it's a good one when it sits that high off the table. Normally those just barely legal 22, 25 inches are way thinner than this one. So this one's gonna have a ton of just delicious meat that we're gonna get off of it. So with the halibut, they do have 4 fillets that you can cut off of them. You got the 2 big ones on the top, and then on the bottom they actually have, it's a little bit smaller of a fillet, or thinner of a fillet, but again they have the same thing on either side. So I guess we'll start on the bottom here. I like to just go right down this line right here. Pretty easy to see, and then from there you can kind of trace it out and follow that spine just like that. And then you can, when you stick your fingers in here, you can actually feel the spine, and it's really easy to use the knife, bend the knife right along the rib bones, I guess. I don't know what kind of bones those are, but call them the rib bones. Just like that. Even the bottom, dude, even the bottom of it is like a thick piece. It's really gnarly halibut. Just like that. Come on, man. There we go. And there's one. So just like that. So same thing on this side. You see that spine right here? Really easy to locate that right there. Use the knife and just follow those rib bones all the way down and slowly peel it up. Really easy fish to fillet. Fly on my face. And just like that. I mean, it's crazy how much yield you get off a, you know, a 20-pound halibut like this. Boom. Halibut's done. Throw them right there. All right, what's going on, guys? So we are obviously here back in the kitchen. That was an awesome first trip to Catalina for the season. Even though I farmed my one shot at the yellowtail, Ben still landed that one yellow and that big ol' halibut, and we caught a bunch of bass and barracuda and stuff like that. So it was a good trip. Always just a good time to get out to the island. We're so lucky to have it just right off our coastline here. But yeah, I've just been super busy working and running some other boats and going on other fishing trips that I haven't had a chance to do, like a little catch and cook portion, I guess, for that halibut. So what I'm going to do today, since I'm craving fish, is just make some lunch. So we got a couple of pieces right there of that big halibut that Ben caught, and I'm going to make some, we got some steamed rice right here. I'm going to use some of this stir fry sauce and then add some ingredients here as I see fit, and then I'm going to chop up some onions and some bell peppers and then just kind of mix that all together, and then throw that on top of the rice with some halibut. So yeah, I was just craving fish today, so I figured I'd take you guys along, show you guys how I like to cook up a quick meal with this vacuum sealed halibut. So we got cold water right here. Very important to thaw out your fish in cold water. or like room temperature water. Don't use hot water because it does affect the quality of the fish. So I'm gonna let that thaw out. Should take, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes at most. We got the rice cooking. Once that's thawed out, I'll chop up the veggies and we'll get started on those because that halibut will not take very long to cook at all. All right, so the halibut is thawed out. So all I'm gonna do is just kind of trim it up a little bit. Just make sure I didn't miss anything when we filleted the fish. Put some of these pieces here. Oh, actually looks pretty good. All right, so that looks good right there. I'm not gonna use any sauce on the halibut. There's gonna be a lot of leftover sauce when I cook the stir-fried veggies there. So I can either pour the sauce on top of the fish when it's done, or I can just dip it in the sauce, however I like. So yeah, just garlic, salt, pepper, sesame seeds, and we'll throw that on the pan here in a second. All right, throw the fatter piece on first since that one's gonna take a little longer to cook. And I got it on like a medium-high heat because with sesame oil, it doesn't like being super hot, so keep that in mind. Also, I want to cook that fish slow all the way through, and then I can turn the heat up maybe at the end if I want to get a little sear mark on there or something, but I'll start there. Got to season the other side, and then I'll get those veggies in. All right, just threw the veggies in. Gonna let those kind of cook for a little bit with just the oil, and I put salt and pepper on those as well. And then once those get a little closer to being done, I'll throw that sauce in there just so I don't burn the sauce off. So I'll throw that in a minute. So look at that. You can see that nice white flakiness on the bottom starting to cook through. So I'll keep an eye right here. Once I see that it's reached right in the middle, or you can tell that it's cooked, I'll flip it. Once I flip this one, I'll throw the thinner piece in there because that one's going to cook pretty fast. Alright, time to add a little bit of this stir-fry sauce. And then, if you're like me and you like a little spice, you can always add some sriracha. Love this stuff. Remember, you can always add more, but you can't take it out, so just going to start there. Let that heat up a bit, and then I will try the sauce. See if I like it, see if I need to add anything. Looks like it's about time to flip that big piece of halibut. You can see that line right there. Starting to get to the middle. Give it another minute or two and we'll flip that guy. Give this guy a flip, see how it looks. Oh, that looks awesome. Got that beautiful little char going right there. Looks like it cooked about halfway through, so we'll give it the same amount of time on the other side, and I'll throw that smaller piece on right now. That looks tasty. Alright, so we got our steamed rice. Look at this big, beautiful piece of halibut right here. Man, that looks good. Look at that big piece. Jeez. So we're going to throw that right here. Again, this is why I didn't put any sauce on the fish, because there's tons of extra sauce right here. These veggies are going to be pretty rich with this stir-fry sauce, that much of it on there. So you can always dip it a little bit. And there you have it. Absolutely delicious little lunch right here that I just threw together again. There's a ton of different vegetables I would also use, or rather use, than just what we had here. I just had some green bell pepper and red onion left over from when Victor was here, actually. We used that for one of his dishes, and mine actually, the kebabs that I made. But there we go. Nice little lunch. Let's see what that fish looks like. Should just be nice and, oh my gosh, look at how flaky that is. And you can see the moisture still in there. I'm gonna try it without any sauce, just the salt and pepper. Oh my goodness. That is actually cooked pretty darn perfectly. Look at, you can see the moisture on it. Not dried out at all. That big piece, you can cook it for a little bit longer. Get that nice char crunchiness on the outside with those sesame seeds right there. That is really good. Man. Yeah, even just on its own with just the salt and pepper, that is really, really tasty. That was good stuff. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me in the kitchen here and watching this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so that way you catch all the new videos coming out. Yeah, like I said in the previous video, the boat is back and working, so we are looking forward to getting it out more often and catching more delicious fish. But yeah, whether you're cooking for yourself or friends and family, it's always a good time. And looking forward to the next one, and hopefully I'll see you guys there. Take care.